And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
You know Nick what Nick comes to do, man.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, I think it's a look.
He has the ability to
Don't do that, Chief.
So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
No! I had a touchdown.
If he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A second down pass play there, but it's
No, I had a touchdown. This is the look. I'm telling you, I got glitch play for everything now.
That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're able to get this
I'm streaming.
the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult.
I'm an actual gamer now.
You think you get everything covered? Here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Play action here with Rosen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rosen off the play action. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. It's caught by Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Buccaneers 7, Colts 0.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
A 3 20-yard pickup.
From the 24, Darnold. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Succop now for the Tampa Bay field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Succop will put this one right through, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rosen. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So, Charles, this defense is going to have its hands full all game long, you'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. What's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on 3rd down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game's progressing.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. On play action, Rosen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And now it's Rosen looking. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Darnold. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Faking the give, Darnold. He completes it to Evans. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now it's Darnold. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give the sack to Kemoko Turay. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Succop's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Rosen to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage. Have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Rosen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hines. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
To throw is Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Rosen to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Buccaneers' 17-yard line.
Now Rosen. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes. Stack.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Third and long here for Rosen. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Right there, 54, right there.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a throw here, hauled in. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
A gain of 14 yards.
Play action here with Rosen. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 4th down. Here's Rosen. And this one complete to Doolin. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Johnson again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Darnold's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25. Five-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw is Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete here, pulled in by Brate. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 yards.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Colts are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go play action. It's Rosen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now it's Darnold. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Hines now on the return. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Able to find Mack. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Now it's Rosen. Finding Pittman. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have taken the lead. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. One last throw now for Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Colts, they continue to be one of the best teams.